Yo guys, what is going on? It is Mr. DJ and welcome back to another top 10 video. So let's be honest, FIFA 19 is a little bit dead at the moment, so what I thought we'd do is take a trip down memory lane and take a look at some of the previous FIFAs and rank the top 10 most overpowered players that have ever been on Ultimate Team. So just before we do jump into the number 10 spot, if you guys could show this video some support by dropping a like on it, I would hugely appreciate that. And if you are new to the channel, why not consider subscribing? So guys, we are just going to jump straight into the number 10 spot. So we're going to go way back to FIFA 12 and it's going to be Michel Bastos. Now I'll be honest, I didn't play FIFA 12 too much, but I do remember using Michel Bastos, and in particular his free kicks and his long shots were just incredible. I think he had an 83 rated gold card, and for an 83 he really was such a special player, so overpowered. Not really got too many memories of FIFA 12. I really got into FIFA around about the FIFA 14 stage, but yeah, I do remember using Bastos, and he was such a great player, so I thought he deserved his number 10 spot. So coming in the number 9 spot, we are going way back to FIFA 13, and it is going to be Ramirez from Chelsea. This guy was so overpowered. I remember using him so often in either a BPL team or a Brazilian team. He was such a popular player. I think he had 88 pace for a CDM, which I'm sure you guys can understand. It's just so overpowered really, and he wasn't just about pace, he was pretty decent technically on the ball, and I remember defensively he was pretty good as well. So yeah, I think Ramirez was one of these standout players that I remember using quite a lot way back on FIFA 13. So yeah, that's why he comes in the number 9 spot. Okay, so we are moving on to the number 8 spot, and we're going back to FIFA 18 actually, and it is going to be Bakayoko. Now I'm sure most of you guys probably did use Bakayoko. There might be a few of you guys that are new to FIFA really. FIFA 19 might be your first FIFA, but I would presume that most of you did use Bakayoko, so I don't feel I need to tell you why he was so overpowered, but I'm going to do it anyway. So defensively this guy was so good. He had pretty good pace. It was definitely good enough to just run back, and I just don't know what it was about him. He just was so good at winning the ball. He's pretty similar in the sense to what N'Golo Kante is like on FIFA 19, in the sense that he wins the ball back so often for you. And I think that's why he was so overpowered. You literally saw him in every single team on Ultimate Team. It was incredible really that he was that popular. So yeah, I think Bakayoko definitely deserves his number 8 spot. So guys, coming in the number 7 spot, we've got one of my personal favourite players on this list. It is going to be Chrissy Smalling from FIFA 17. And this guy, I'm going to say, was the best centre-back on FIFA 17. There is no doubt about it. He was 84 rated, 77 pace, 84 defending, 84 physicality. He was an absolute monster at the back. And the thing is, it was just so stupid that Chris Smalling was the best centre-back on the game. It really didn't make sense at the time, but for some reason he was. Everyone had him in their BPL team. He was so popular and such a great centre-back for FIFA 17, so I think he definitely deserves his number 7 spot on this list. Okay, so we are moving on to the number 6 spot, and we are staying with FIFA 17, and it's going to be Jack Butland. Now, he is the only goalkeeper that does feature on this list, but what a goalkeeper this guy was. He was so overpowered, and I think everyone had this guy in their teams. Even pro players that could afford an icon goalkeeper or team of the season, team of the year, they would still go with Jack Butland because he was by far the best goalkeeper on the game. It was quite literally ridiculous what he could do, his reflexes, his handling. He had everything to his game, and it just didn't really make any sense that a Stoke City goalkeeper was the best on the game, but that's what it was. So yeah, Jack Butland comes in at the number 6 spot. Okay, so we are moving on to the number 5 spot, and we are going way back again to FIFA 13, and it's going to be the centre forward Marco Reus. Now this really does fill me with nostalgic memories really. FIFA 13 was where I really started getting into Ultimate Team, and I remember just having a Bundesliga team, having Marco Reus as that centre forward. I mean, he was just so good. Reus has always been a good player on FIFA really, but for me in particular, the FIFA 13 version was just so fun to use, and I think he was a very popular player back on FIFA 13, and I think he definitely deserves his number 5 spot on the list. So we are moving on to the number 4 spot, and we are going back to FIFA 14, which was my personal favourite FIFA of all time. It was when I started playing FIFA just a hell of a lot really, and I have such fond memories of using Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in particular. The Bundesliga really was in its prime at that time on FIFA 14. Everyone used the 4-1-2-1-2 wide formation, having Aubameyang in that Bundesliga team. And yeah, he was just so overpowered. If you guys think the 88 Aubameyang on FIFA 19 is good, I mean, this 80 Aubameyang was just on another level. He was insane with his pace, with his finishing, he scored headers. He was just such an overpowered striker and definitely worthy of his number 4 spot. Okay, so we are moving on to the number 3 spot. Now this could be controversial, I'm not too sure what you guys will think about it, but I think you'll definitely agree that Miroslav Klose from the World Cup mode on FIFA 14 was very overpowered. Now yes, he was a 90 rated player, so should I really be putting him in the top 10 OP players? And I think he deserves it because in my opinion, he is the best player I've ever used on FIFA. Full stop. This guy was a goal scoring machine. Now if you guys do remember on FIFA 14, scoring goals from crosses was just ridiculously overpowered, and Klose actually had 99 heading. This man just scored so many goals for me, one of my personal favourite FIFA cards of all time. So yes, it is a little bit biased, but in my opinion, Klose does deserve to come into the number 3 spot. Okay, so coming in the number 2 spot is going to be the FIFA 18 Eric Bailly. Now, I'm sure most of you guys probably used Eric Bailly, and I think most people would agree he was the best centre-back on the game, probably for the whole of FIFA 18 really. I mean, there's probably a few team of the years or team of the seasons that could compete with him, but he was just ridiculous. Every single person used Eric Bailly, especially at the start of FIFA. You saw pro players using Bailly. They'd have a full team of icons and then they'd just have Bailly in the centre-back position. He was just that good. He had the pace, he had the defending, he was so athletic, strong, powerful. He had no weakness to his game. So yeah, for me, Bailly definitely deserves his number 2 spot in this list. So coming in the number 1 spot, it has to be the king of sweat himself, Victor Barbo from FIFA 14. Now this guy really is the definition of an overpowered player because he wasn't high rated, but he was so good in game. He really was the complete forward. He was so quick, so strong and powerful. His finishing was ridiculously clinical. He had everything to his game and he was so cheap as well. He was in everyone's Serie A team. I mean, Serie A teams in particular were just so popular at that stage of FIFA, and it was a really popular combination to go with Barbo and Doumbia as your strike force. So yeah, some great memories there from FIFA 14, and that is why Victor Barbo comes in the number 1 spot. So guys, that is the top 10 video. Did you agree with me? Did you disagree with me? Maybe if I missed some of the players out, you could put them in the comments below. And if you guys can like and subscribe, all that good stuff, I would hugely appreciate it. But that is just going to be about it from me for today. So I'll catch you in the next video.